parts?
Yeah.
What parts did you get for your side-by-side?
I think it's for my EX swap.
Oh, your EX swap.
Yeah. It's heavy though.
It's heavy?
Yeah.
Well, let's get that in the garage and see what's in there. Ready?
Yeah.
Carry it over here in the garage and see. This must came from Main Street Cycle?
I think so.
Oh, cool. Them guys over there, they make quick work. It looks like we got all 4 of your brake lines that's needed for that swap. All of your bushings. We even got new bolts and pins, and got your 2 front axles. Wow, them guys really come through. Now I think we're only waiting on shocks and 2 more axles, and the rest of it I have here off of my high clearance arm build, because we're going to use my stock arms, and I already have the inner tie rod ends. These guys really know how to come through.
They do, quick.
Yeah. So guys, you see we got all of our parts from Main Street Cycle. Make sure to check them out for all your CFMOTO needs, whether it be axles, bushings, ball joints, tie rod ends, you name it, they can get it for you, and 9 chances out of 10, they already have it on the shelf. So while the other dealers are waiting months for parts, when you call Main Street Cycle or text them or even go on their website, you'll find that most likely you'll get your stuff quicker. Now I know shipping is a little bit harsh right now with what's going on, but it hurts everybody really. But Main Street Cycle is always one step ahead of the game. They have a warehouse just full of goodies. Rims, tires, you name it, they can get it for you. So what exactly are we doing with this build here? Why don't you come on in, Miss Laura, so we can explain to them what we're going to be doing. So you got here my 800EX, which is 65 inches wide. It has the high clearance control arms, it has the Elka Stage 4 shocks, aftermarket rims and tires, and 1-inch wheel spacers. That's what gives it the 65-inch stance. So you come over here to the CFMOTO 500 Trail. It's got 50-inch wide stance. Now hers has offset tires and wheel spacers, so it actually sits about 54 inches wide. But factory stock, they're 50 inches wide. And we all know that with the trail model machines, you just don't get that plush ride or that stability, that added stability that the wider machines provide. Now I know a lot of people, they don't have a choice. They have to go with a 50-inch wide machine. There's nothing wrong with that. But for the style of riding that we do and many others do, this is a build that has actually been asked for me to do for quite some time. So we're going to turn this 500 Trail into the same exact width that this one is. On the exception, we're using the stock 800EX shocks, which Main Street Cycle is sending me in a second box. We're using stock 800, actually we're using all stock 800EX parts. That's really what we're doing here. So the axles, tie rod ends, ball joints, bushings, all that stuff, it's CFMOTO parts from Main Street Cycle. So we're essentially just going to turn this into a stock 800EX with a 500cc engine. And we're going to have her aftermarket rims and tires, and we're going to still put her wheel spacers on there. So she's going to be 65-inch wide just like me, and she's going to have that stability. She's not going to have that plush ride that I do with my Elkas, but it's going to be 10 times better of a ride than with the 50-inch trail suspension the way it is. So out in the trails that we ride a lot of rutted up stuff. And in a 50-inch trail, it's really hard to ride those trails in. Not saying it can't be done. It's just uncomfortable. And that's why we're doing this build. And eventually we will get some Elkas and put some Elkas on this. Now this isn't a high performance machine. It doesn't do 70, 80 mile an hour. But what it does do is about 55 miles an hour. And it gets the job done for my wife. And that's all she cares about. And it will go anywhere that an 800 or a 1000 will go. This thing will go, actually, if you want to be technical, this thing will go more places. Because it's narrower. But here coming up, it won't be narrower. So we're going to be doing Elkas, but I think we're only going to be doing like stage 1s, maybe stage 2 on this build. Because we don't need that extra performance that these stage 4s give us for high speed and all that. Because she rides at 15, 20 miles an hour max. She doesn't need all that. And then on the road, the Elkas don't matter on the road. So that's where we're at with this build. If you guys are interested, I hope that you stick around. Click the subscribe button. Make sure you share our videos with all your friends, family on Facebook, wherever platform that you're on. And stay tuned. Click the bell so you get notified when we drop a new video or even go live, because we will be going live more often out here in the garage. And this video, these series of videos that you're going to see over the coming months, because this is going to take me a while to do, you're going to see how to replace the bushings and the control arms, which I already have a video on how to get them out and get the control arms off of the machine. So if you're having a problem with getting control arms off of your machine, go check out my other video on how to get them off. It's super easy and will only take you 5 minutes. Trust me. We're going to have videos on how to install the shocks, and we're even going to go as far as greasing the bushings on the shocks so they don't end up squeaking after a few washes. We're going to show you how to replace the axles. We're going to show you how to replace the inner and outer tie rod ends and do an alignment. So there's quite a few videos that are coming out of this. So I highly recommend that you stick around and watch those. And watch them all the way through. Because what I do get a lot of is folks that won't watch the video all the way through. And then they ask a question that I already answered in that same video that they're commenting on. And so I'll comment and tell them, you didn't watch the whole video because I answered that question in this video. You got to really pay attention, guys. I'm not trying to be mean towards anyone, but you got to pay attention because I fill my videos full of information that is needed for the job. Sometimes I might lack in certain places, you know, like I get a lot of questions that I didn't answer that maybe I should have answered. So asking questions is a good thing. It's not a bad thing, and I definitely encourage it. And there's no such thing as a stupid question. So always keep that in mind. Do not be afraid to comment on my videos. I'll only get after you if you're a troll. So if you want to support us on the channel, you can always think about becoming a member or even a Patreon. I have different levels of that stuff. That will help support us in what we do, and that'll give us money to do more things. Now I want to throw a huge thank you to Main Street Cycle because they take care of our channel 100%. They always supply us with every part needed for every build that we do. So a huge thank you to them, and I want to encourage you to go over there and show them some love, because if it wasn't for them, we would not be able to do half of what we do. So keep that in mind, guys. Them guys are stellar. They always stock parts as the best as they can. I know a lot of times they have more stock than what they need, but when times like this happen, they're prepared. So definitely go over and check them out. With them, you're getting good customer service. You're getting fast service, so fast shipment. It only took 2 days. And actually, as a matter of fact, just about everything I've gotten from them only takes about 2 days to get to my door. And they are a good ways away from me. They're quite a few states away. They're always stocked. They're always willing to help. Even if you're not a customer, you can message them and they're always willing to help. So you're getting a premium service when you shop Main Street Cycle. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching today's video. And I can't wait to get this buggy washed, get her shoved away, get this one pulled out on jack stands. That's coming real soon. Probably starting this week. Maybe. Peace out and God bless.